This sweet bird mobile is hand-sewn, giving it lots of homespun charm. This project is sponsored by allfreesewing.com. For this project, you'll need 10 pieces of fabric in 5 different patterns. I'm using pre-cut squares that I bought in a stack, but you can use scraps if you'd rather. To begin, layer your fabrics. Make sure that you place the matching fabrics right sides together so that you'll have a front and a back for your bird. You can find my free bird template at MadeByMarzipan.com. Print and pin to the fabric, then cut out the pieces. You will need to have a total of 10 bird pieces and 20 wing pieces. Next, choose some buttons for your bird's eyes. Pick small ones that match. I prefer the ones with 2 holes instead of 4. I recommend using a contrasting thread for visual interest. Double the thread or use embroidery floss. Sew the buttons on very tightly. Now we'll make the wings. Use a different patterned fabric than the body of your bird. Place 2 pieces wrong sides together and begin hand stitching at the rounded end. I tried several different methods, including machine sewing and a whip stitch, but in the end I decided I liked the homespun feel of a simple running stitch. Leave the end open and stuff with batting. Pinch the opening closed and stitch shut. Now you can sew the wing directly onto your bird with a cross stitch. Go over the X several times for durability. Now we can sew the front and the back of the bird together. Place wrong sides together and sew with a running stitch. When you reach the center of the tummy, you can add the legs. To make the legs, knot 2 ends of a ribbon. The ribbon should measure about 6 inches in length after it's knotted. Tuck the ribbon into the middle of the bird so the legs dangle down, and pin in place. Stitch over the legs and continue sewing. When you reach the back area, stuff the bird's body, then add the hanging ribbon in the center of the back. Pin the ribbon in place and stitch the bird closed. Your bird should look like this. Repeat these steps so you have a total of 5 completed birds. To finish the mobile, you'll need an embroidery hoop about 10 to 12 inches in diameter. You have a couple of options for finishing the mobile. If you'd like, you can stain the wood hoop or paint it with acrylic paint. I'm leaving mine bare because it will be covered with ribbon. You'll need to tie a piece of wire across the middle of the hoop, knot securely at both ends. Then cross that wire with another segment of wire, dividing the hoop into 4 segments. Tie securely. Now you'll add a bird to the center where the wire crosses. This bird's ribbon should be longer than the others. Sew in place and snip off the excess ribbon. Then tie 1 bird in each quadrant. Hold up the mobile so you can see what length to make your ribbons. Now your mobile should look like this. If you'd like to cover your hoop in ribbon, cut segments that are about 5 inches long. Knot them onto the hoop. Every once in a while, bunch the ribbons close together. Add ribbons all the way around, mixing colors, varying textures and widths. Trim the ribbon ends to approximately the same length. Finally, we'll add the ribbon for hanging. Cut 2 segments of ribbon about 2 feet long. Tie them to the hoop in the same manner you tied the wire, crossing the ribbons in the center. Wrap a small piece of wire around the ribbons to secure where they meet in the middle. Finally, tie one more segment of ribbon in a bow on top of the wire. I love everything about these birds, from their frayed edges to their cheerful button eyes. To get the printable template for this project, visit www.MadeByMarzipan.com and search for Birdie Mobile.